Maldives is one of the most coral-dependent countries in the world, supporting over 3% of the world's total coral reef area. Coral reefs and associated ecosystems are a vital resource for the Maldives. It supports significant biodiversity and underpins the national economy and identity. Here, coral reefs are exposed to many of the common challenges facing coral reef ecosystems globally. Up to half of the world's coral reefs have already been lost. And if global temperatures rise by 1.5 degrees Celsius, 90% could disappear. As climate change causes extensive coral degradation, small island developing states like the Maldives become more vulnerable. In support of Maldives' Blue Economy agenda, the United Nations Development Programme in the Maldives is teaming up with the Global Fund for Coral Reefs toward reef-positive solutions for the Maldives.
We are existing on a healthy, living, breathing coral system, basically. Our whole life is actually dependent on this island, which is essentially corals. If you go anywhere, if you go even around the island, you see the topography of the island, these are corals. Our entire life is dependent on these corals.
Conservation ng emme bordo em masle ke ane rashuge general population nasto surrounded na me rashuge environment eve anu rashuge general population nasto mi kamang eve anu vima me ekamang in interest ves astu falenu kure awareness program tan kingdom mes mi kologa asto grang isolate fai otumaya ekko fudevarakan asto undago mi hunna coordinate program ves korea gendam population ga warak kuda member en asto bikamuga ahulwariya ge me asekke korani ei emme boldo em massada asto.
The opportunity at disposal of communities is immense. There is an entire new economy to be built around the ocean. This is all that goes into a new paradigm, which is the blue economy, that can actually get resources and financing way beyond the public sphere. In Maldives, the challenges on the environment cannot be addressed with public finance. There's simply not enough revenues to do so. So the important thing here is to attract capital and to synergize that with the plans and the strategic vision of the government, the communities at the council level. And we have here an opportunity to do so.
Therefore, I think it's really critical that we are able to find blended financing, innovative financing, to support countries like the Maldives who have really championed conservation and environmental protection.
So essentially, it's not just tourism. The coral does not affect people's life in a tourism aspect. Our entire life is dependent on this. This is what's sustaining us.
Managing these resources with the context of global climate change is really important to ensure sustainability of these beautiful reefs that we have for our future generations to enjoy is really important for us as a country and as for Maldivians as well. And I'm really thankful to the UNDP and also the Global Fund for Coral Reefs for having come up with innovative and blended financing mechanisms to support countries like ours. And I hope that we are able to do this together and to protect our oceans, to protect our reefs.